if I pretend the VOD starts now, maybe they'll they'll indicate I've already said hi to you, Fetty. Oh well. 3, 2, 1. Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. It is the Biendeo stream today on this fine 27th of January 2025. I hope you're having a wonderful week, and we'll have a wonderful week ahead of you. I forgot to say it was Australia Day yesterday, last week. I knew it was coming up, but I forgot to explicitly mention it. So happy Australia Day, fellas. Technically today is the observed Australia Day holiday in terms of, you know, yes, it's always weird. Yesterday's the day, but today is the day you get off if you ever, you know, work Monday to Friday. So I had a lovely day off where I continued to waste it away playing Factorio, as well as a new Infinity Nikki update, because I apparently still play Infinity Nikki. So that's all good. Also, it's Chinese New Year. I think it's Tuesday night going into Wednesday, so that's fun. But how about let's dive into the Doom, which is not at all a segue from either of those things. I just thought here we go. Wednesday's my birthday. Oh, happy birthday, Fetty! Ahead of time. Happy birthday ahead of time. You are born on the Chinese New Year. At least as it is this year. But yeah, no, we're back to Doom 2 in particular. On the last stream, we started Doom 2, and we are through all the way to map 16, but we've done 2 bonus levels as well. So I think this will be one of the only streams where there's no bonus levels at all. Yeah, map 16, the suburbs. So here we are. But yeah, oh, it's been a while. Oh, I forgot there's an archvile right at the beginning of this map as well. But yeah, Doom 2 with its fun new enemies. It's fun super shotgun that I shall rely on all the time. Hi there. Confident I can get him. There you go. That was a confidence like stun right there. But yeah. And yes, the Doot is back. The Revies. But yeah, we've got some nice little fun big levels ahead of time. Doom 2's levels start getting a bit wacky in the back half, because it's like, what exactly, like all these revenants, all these Archies. Sure. Oh, yeah, I got him before he did anything too weird. Have you become the Swizzlet of Oz? No, I was okay. Real talk. This is a I don't particularly bring up the work situation, but work is very how do I put it, demanding at the current point in time. I think it's always going to be moments like that when you get that, especially in yeah, well, sucky is a weird one. Like, I don't want to, because I don't want to say anything too explicitly, because I know I've like told people about my channel. So the some YouTubers, VTubers also like will try and keep the work identity and the VTubing identity very separate. I don't hide it anywhere near as much, which means unfortunately it does lead to the occasional doxing potential some people have definitely capitalized on. Shame on you, those people, for doing it, but you know them well. You know it when it's happening. For the most part, people respect the whole, like, oh, you know, this is what you say on the channel and whatnot. But yeah, for work in particular, it's caught in the world of a project needs to be finished soon because the schedule needs to be made, and a project has so much more depth than was originally pitched before it reached my hands. And that's the challenging part, is trying to navigate that. I love this like fleshy wall just in this door. You got lots of little doors here. And that's fun as well. That's a fake wall. Ironically, this is not, I'm not working on anything confidential, but like ironically, we're doing this idea of like modeling business requirements, and the irony is that the thing that we've identified is that we need a business defined way to define the scope of a business requirement. So ironically, we have scope creep, as in scope has crept into my project as a business like tool, which is hilarious. So that's fun. But But yeah, I got some ideas on how to solve it, but it's a work thing. We'll get there. But yeah, it's the tricky part of navigating that terrain, and unfortunately, I think someone's going to be let down, whether it be the feature isn't quite correct in terms of, you know, how we view this, or the, you know, the feature doesn't come out quite on time, and that's a problem because this, yeah, exactly. I do, the nice thing at least is that I always like taking my time off other projects, and I come back like real strong. I always tell my boss, I'm like, also if you're listening, hi. I don't think he's listening, but if he is, then hi. I hope you don't mind how many times I use the phrase professional disagreement in work. But yeah, it will return. It will return. But yeah, oh my gosh, where am I going? I need a blue keycard, so I need to just hop out. This is a very bizarre level, by the way. It's all over the place. And it's got like enemies just hiding in like very like odd corners and corridors. I don't think it quite has enough ammo, and I think you probably recognize that that is exclusively because there are no little grunts. And that room is just its own thing. Is there a little tiny room in here? Okay. Yeah. No, it's a weird little map, because also you're thinking, okay, well can't you like go up here? And the answer is yes, you actually can go up here. It doesn't even look like it's a staircase or a lift, but you know, it does. And you can clearly see, oh, there's going to be something back here. Talked about this game design choice before. Which one? Oh, the lack of ammo. Yeah. I don't know if I can really like fully explain it. I got a lot of these bits where you gotta run across like a bit of poop. There's your blue key card hiding up here, and lovely monster closet out in the open. This is where Doom 2's levels really like shine. It's like outdoor, just cacophony of enemies. Cacophony's not right. I gotta be a bit careful. I should probably be quick saving a bit more often. Because I keep taking very odd and silly hits. Exactly, just a bit of outdoor, just a bit of outdoor mayhem. At least I got a soul sphere chilling up here, so at least there's that. A bit of shotgun shells will always help. Yeah, they're all over the shop on this level, I'll tell ya. But yeah, so I got one massive topic, which is I'm going to talk about computer hardware yet again. I think 2 weeks ago I talked about the RTX 5090 and all the other Blackwell-based cards in their announcement. We have now gotten reviews of the 5090, and there's quite a few things that I've noticed that I want to say, because I always feel like I've got very nuanced opinions on these. I generally come out of hardware reviews much more positively than many of the reviewers do. I feel like there's always a lot of outrage that you can easily bait. Some of that is just through... there, isn't he? I love this, like, little eyes in the wall as well. That's what they get for reusing so many of these textures, like the eyes there. Oh, hi there. Hi there, how you doing? Ow, oh no. That, you see what I mean? You see what I mean? It's very easy to just get like caught off guard. And I know that's exactly because there's like 3 of them back here and they keep teleporting in. Do we just call it? No, because I want to get up here. I want to get up here somehow. I guess it's as good as mine. What's going on up there though? Something padding. How about let's just like trigger the stuff that like gets to the end of the map and maybe there's some more ammo, because like I'm just like scrounging here. There's a berserk chilling in there. There's a spectre. There's a Revy about to give me a hug. But yeah, let's talk about them hardware of the 5090. So the TLDR with the 5090 is that it's about 30% better at literally everything, but also perhaps 30% more at some things that aren't exactly better. For example, the power target is definitely in the 580 watt range. When they said 600 watt TDP, they meant it. They really mean it. For reference, most Intel processors at the very, very high end will try and draw 250 watts. Now, they got a... Oh my gosh, hi. They got a little bit of a thing going on where you know, the IHS spreads out, and that's the contacts. Graphics cards are obviously much larger, and when people are concerned about power, there's two things going on, and it's good to clarify. One, they're concerned about the overall total power, because that directly translates to how hot your room will get as you run this thing. Is that a wall? No, that's just a... Okay. I don't know if invisibility is going to help me here, but invincibility, certainly. And I do have a chainsaw, so let's capitalize. That helps when he's not walking away. Ah, stop it. It's taking too long with the chainsaw. Electrical power? Yeah, exactly. TDP, as it's advertised, by the way, is like a little bit of a misnomer, because the term TDP means thermal design power, as it's referring to the amount of heat that can be dissipated by the cooler on the TDP. Yes. It's not actually referring to the amount of power the card itself draws. It's just the cooler's ability to cool like the chip on it. But generally, people will always advertise it. Oh, that's power usage. Power usage changes under load. Power usage changes under whatever, because there are examples when the card actually will pull 585 watts, and there's examples when the card pulls way less than that. And I think also just as well, you can always... I need to find a red door, by the way. I've picked up this red key in that room, and I'm wandering around going, where on earth was that red door? I don't suppose it was around the outside, so maybe it's chilling on the inside of one of these rooms. Like, that leads to the outside, that leads to the outside and a different outside. This leads to the room I started in, which didn't have any other doors, just had this. So where's that red key go? Because this didn't have a red room, unless it was this. No, it wasn't that massive spike. This looks like a place. No, it's not where a secret goes. I'm talking out loud, but trust me, I will identify where I need to go in a moment. This is my classic folly with maybe some of these larger levels. Is I've missed the mark. I've missed the tell. It's pointing me where I need to go. I mean, I've at least recognized, because sometimes it's easy to pick up the key and then like forget that, like, I mean, I might as well recheck in here because it's not like there's anything else going on. But I've picked up the key and completely missed where the door was signaled. I mean, that's for a secret. And for losing all my health, just wandering in there, but sure. I know that you can tell on the map that the level ends around there, so sure, but we've looked at all the handful of buildings, right? I mean, even this isn't... All of these walls are dead ends. Alright, I'm going to keep rambling about the 5090 in the meantime. And if I get stuck way too much, I guess, you know how it is. It's always just like, oh, just look it up. It was that the whole time. Or was it? No. That was... Okay, I wandered into a secret, but I didn't wander into it. Didn't wander into where I need to put the key. Am I not looking? Ah. Either that or I'm just accidentally finding secrets. I'm accidentally finding secrets. I'm just... I'm looking so closely. Oh, hold on. No. Double shotty around the corner. It does look like you could hide something extra in like this crevice in the map. If you know what I mean, like... But no, I don't think that's actually you. Oh, this corner looks like... Yeah. The secret's being revealed exactly. These eyes potentially mean... What the? Why? What? That's interesting. Okay, sure. Anyways, power. Yeah, two things. So one, raw power, which is in particular the concern that the your room will heat up because you need to get rid of the power. You know, the power usually gets converted into heat, and that means hotter room and also power bill. So obviously those two things. The other concern with heat, but this is sometimes a bit more moot, is the dissipation of the heat in terms of can the card itself actually be cooled? Because if it can't, then well, the power target means nothing. It's like a card can't even hit its power. Hold on, let me go around there because I don't think I've re-wandered around there. It's kind of awkward, you gotta wander around here. 16 minutes into the stream, this is a great start. Hold on, like, they didn't hide a switch up on these ledges? Because I didn't re-wander over here. Why am I struggling to find the red door? Where is it? We haven't even... The worst part is that my general rule of follow the enemies hasn't kicked in. Because I got them all. Just be cool, card. Oh, exactly. Tell the card, be cool. But yeah. So, there's that. Fortunately, remarkably even, given that the 5090 somehow managed to be a, it's going to be a last place to check. Well, I'm looking at the map going, I don't even know where else I've missed. So, do we just tab out? Do we just tab out and try to look it up? That's weird. That is so weird that I cannot figure this out. First map of the day as well. So, this sets a precedent. Just go the opposite direction just in case I'm like constantly not looking the right way. Because for reference, for mild spoilers, the level ends up here. But I don't believe this is... Like there's a switch that activates this. And I'm very certain it's within your vicinity. Like you should be able to see yourself opening up this last wall. But the question is where? This part here makes it look like something can stick out of the ground and show me something, but okay. This building seemed to be the key to a secret, but like, I mean, if you think about it, I had to grab the blue key on the pedestal at the far end, come over here to grab a red key. Now where does it want me to go? I've sort of, like, unless it involves re-looking through the center of the map, but no, I've wandered into these buildings again and again. I'm not finding anything new unless it's like the shoot the eye from this angle kind of thing, you know what I mean? Like, if they're a little cheeky with some of that, but you're seeing that door there. I don't think you're seeing anything too weird, so... Alright, we're tapping out because I'm taking way too long. But yeah, the, okay, map 2, Doom 2, let's see. Once you're ready to exit the level, make your way to the structure made of several grey and black cubes in the north. These are two platforms with a more rectangular lower like lifts. Once you're at the top, turn around and lower the second lift platform again, while on the top lift just causes the wall to... Can I knock some level design? I've played this game before, but man, that just like went right past me. Hold on, so what they're saying is I lower that and that reveals the room around me. I know. Hold on. Gotta do it with a good old BFG. Well, there's all the other enemies. And then there's the red key card. Okay. We're right there. I even knew it off the top of my head, but man. Tenements. Everyone likes a good old level up the top. Oh, look at these enemies I haven't seen in a while. Yeah. I think I do like this level quite a bit. It's a bit all over the place, but I like it. So yeah, so people are concerned about power for those. The 5090 with the dual slot Founders design is fine, actually. It's really fine, which is quite remarkable. So good on NVIDIA, because that was what people were really concerned about, and that seems real good. It still can draw 600 watts, and the ultimate result is that it's 30% better in most games in rasterized, no matter what resolution. Actually, sorry, not no matter what resolution. If you're playing at 1080p, you may notice no gain. That's because this card is too good. If you're playing a game at 1440p, you may also not notice a gain. That's because this card is too good. If you play at 4K, sure. But it seems that most benchmarks don't test beyond 4K, which is generally fine. I don't think a lot of people mention it. And it honestly seems a bit more niche than, you know, maybe people think 4K is already kind of niche. Like, I think it's like an eighth of PC players use that. Granted, though, this also includes laptops, which are never going to hit 4K, but sure, yeah. Some people do, some people... well, I mean, in theory, all these graphics cards have supported 8K for a while. It's just like, when you output the resolution, what do you do? I always meme, but Dirt 3 at 16K really should be a benchmark. Because it runs at around 60 FPS on a 4090. A 5090 probably does even better. But like, we're at that point where it's like, I can take this I mean, is Dirt 3 an old game? I guess it is. But like, I don't think Dirt 3 is a bad looking game. It's very just mid 360 generation. That's when, you know, like, hi there. What the? Oh, I hate this. I absolutely hate this. Freaking, yeah, he's all the way up there, but because of the way the game's like detection works with the enemies, he can just hit me like that. It's so annoying. I hate it. Yoink. So yeah, so it does actually pretty alright. Also, yeah, it's 25% more price than the MSRP of the 4090. So going from 1600 US to 2000 US, or in Australian dollars, 2959 Australian to 4039. That's right, we are at the $4,000 Australian mark for a supposedly consumer GPU. The easiest thing I would say is I look at the price like that and I do not care how well this card does. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying like something for game. Well, sorry, I'm not buying something for gaming for that price. And I think everyone should look at that and go, oh yeah, no, and we should just immediately go, yeah, like, okay, how far can you stretch the technology then? Because 4K isn't just... Well, yeah. Well, in particular, if we're going to be semantics as well, 4K technically should be the camera resolution, and 1440p, sorry, 2160p is really the thing that people are referring to. I think I need to hit a switch in order to get these, because I'm just going to jump in. It's a weird ledge. But yeah, no dice. I like how some ground, by the way, hurts you 4% a tick, and, well, not a tick, but 4% per moment, and some hurt you for... Okay, well, I definitely need a keycard, because that's where I'm going. And the keycard's chilling there. Also, we're back to keycards and not skull keys, so hold on. Apparently guess where secrets are. That was fun. Oh, that's not a secret. That's just what it was. Okay. Sure, yeah. Nice, by the way. Oh. Ooh. Cheeky secret. I didn't even realize this was here, but sure. I was like, there was a barrel next to me. I was like, a little worried. Oh, good. That's not a room that I've not been in, so I'll just bounce back. What the heck did I just walk over? So many, oh, exactly. There's only 3 in this level, but... Seriously. Oh, it's a little painty. Oh, hi. Keep switching to the rockets, expecting to do like anything with them, and then going, oh yeah. Rockets like that. making a new Resident Evil movie, but it's the guy that made Barbarian the movie. I always hear like weird things about the Resident Evil adaptations because people are just like, bro, like, just. Oh, I thought that was. I keep hearing people go, just literally make the game, but live action. And even the original game starts off with a live action sequence. Like, just do that. Just make like a B movie, and they never do. Wasn't there that the TV show like a few years ago, and they made explicit mention of Rule 34 for some reason, like in the show? I don't know why. My knowledge of Resident Evil, no one liked it. I did hear no one liked it. Yeah. I should at some point play more Resident Evil because the only one that I've ever played is the one I played on stream. The director's cut of the first game, and to some degree I only played half of that game. So I gotta give it another go. I truly understand it. But yeah, no, people should really be starting to test like higher resolutions. I remember when the 3090 was like in the media rounds before it came out, and like the memes of I haven't watched Barbarian, no. Is this good or bad? I keep thinking Conan the Barbarian, but that's not it. Oh, Arachnotron in the pit. Too bad enemies don't take hits, do they? Rather well liked. In that case, maybe this is good? I don't know, because I was going to say I've been a bit mixed about some things. Best horror, ooh. I've been a bit mixed on like some things when like a director I like takes a project and then it's like, oh, suddenly it's... I can just ignore him. I don't need to take him out. So what's going on back here, by the way? Because you can clearly see that there's, I was like, fun mystery little log flume. You can see where Duke Nukem loved doing it. And whatever's going on there. Sometimes it works, that is true. I remember, what was it? It was, it's like, I liked... for example, I don't watch a ton of movies. I did like Blade Runner 2049. I hear some people really do like that director for some artsy things. And then he did the Dune movies. The game? Maybe. Also, hey, that didn't activate, so... I was like, gotta activate that somehow. Shoot him through the props. Because the props don't actually block the bullets. They block me, they don't block bullets. Rebby's up there, I'm cautious. Villeneuve, yeah, Villeneuve, yeah. And, but I remember some people I follow were just like, they were, you know, they liked Blade Runner, but then they didn't like, that. Also, whoever did, what was it, James Mangold? Is that his name? He did, Ford v Ferrari. I like that movie. And then, he did, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Although, to be fair as well, it's like, that's one where it's like, okay, when it's Indiana Jones, I think your ability to input things into the direction of the movie is very different. Everything James Gunn touches seems to be good. I very, very do not like Guardians 2. I don't know. I got very bored with Guardians 2. It wasn't for me. First one, I'm fine. But the sequel, nah, not for me. Greetings, Blood Virgin Dial vs. Chad Circle. I did hear good things about that game. I also didn't even realize that game is forced RTX graphics cards. And that's something that is also applying to the new Doom. Ooh, segue. You have to have ray tracing. So you have to have... Oh, actually, do you have to have... The third one too? Oh, which one's the third one? Because I know that there's the Avatar game and the Star Wars game that also have ray tracing, but they have a software fallback. I forgot which one's the other one that's like flat out you need a 2000 card. I know there's Final Fantasy VII requires a DirectX 12 Ultimate compliant card. Sorry, yeah. I haven't seen it, but I am gonna see it later, I guess. I'm generally watching my Marvel movies in a 2-year cadence. Because I'm just putting in my movie night of the week that I have with a mate. And we're just like, yeah, let's not watch it right away. Let's just get around to it whenever. Oh, this is going to be fun. Oh, I was like, was that up here or down there? Final Fantasy, yeah. Well, it was on Epic at the same day as well. Which is nice. I'm glad that, we're potentially past the Epic exclusivity. Not that I disagreed with the Epic exclusivity kind of angle. It's like, well, if Epic's going to pay money and you're going to accept that, generally PC players shouldn't really care too much. PC players shouldn't care too much about playing their games day one anyway, so I'm not too fussed. But it seems that it's like either Epic don't want to pay as much money or they don't care as much. Look at this like level design. Like, come on. Come on, guys. Oh, hold on, no, they open up here. Every time I walk through a corridor, it just opens up the next room in the next corridor. Okay, yeah, so let's dive into the rest of the 5090 discussion. So, interestingly, its ray tracing performance isn't 30% better, but Hardware Unboxed, I'm gonna rip into Hardware Unboxed on this one. End of level, by the way. I'm gonna rip into Hardware Unboxed. For some odd reason, they, I don't think people should pirate a game because it's not on the storefront. Like, I don't know. But yeah, if it didn't sell well, unlike, because I think Borderlands actually had that exact problem where it's like they had the exclusivity thing on you gotta punch it. Yeah. This level always kicks my butt. I always hate this one. I love always opening a level by saying, I hate this one, and then it's like completely not apparent for like 30 minutes. We'll get there. Remake 2 was only exclusive to the PS5. That is true, yeah, they've still got that exclusivity, but it was very short-lived as well. Like, well, actually, is it that short-lived? It was, you know, a February release, wasn't it? Last year, so, but yeah, it's kind of like, well, why buy it on PS5 when you can just wait for it on PC, so, yeah, less than a year, which is like, I can be patient. Also, it's a better version, it's not, gimped down by, PS5 stuff, you can get that game to flex. But yeah, that's an interesting game because despite not requiring ray tracing, you can turn it all off. It requires a DirectX 12 Ultimate compliant graphics card, which unfortunately means the card has to support ray tracing in order for it to boot, which is kind of, well, to start up, which is kind of annoying. So rip people with 1660 Supers. I love that card, but its time has come. Yeah, this is a well, it's called the Courtyard, so I think the goal with this level is to try and grab everything, get the heck out of dodge, trigger as much as you can. Small textures. Associate wants to get Spider-Man 2. Ooh, yeah, we are. We are gonna get that game. Which is very interesting because I think there's not that many PS5 and not PS4 games that have gotten the PC treatment. A few have. God of War Ragnarok, I think, was the first one, off the top of my head, if I remember. Obviously, we had, like, maybe Spider-Man Remastered, and not just... Oh, that's fun. And not just the PS4 version, but you know what I mean? It's like, well, it's a remaster of the PS4 game. I thought Ragnarok was a PS5 game. I thought that was, like, 2022, and they were, like, done by then. Gosh, that's a fun sound, isn't it? Get out of here. Okay. I thought I saw my break. This is gonna get kind of nuts. Yeah, the 1070 Ti is also ripped for playing that, which is, yeah, it's unfortunate because they're minimum specs, and I'm at least glad that a 2060 is still very capable in playing lots of games on, like, minimum. But minimum these days is, like, that bad. I always meme, but look at the tech power-up review for Alan Wake 2. And Alan Wake 2 was, what, 2023? Oh, okay, okay. I thought Ragnarok was a PS5 exclusive, so yeah, my bad on that one. That was a quickie. Oh, hi! That was a quickie invuln. I picked up this key ages ago. And this is fun to be in. Yeah. Get out of there. There's so many Stimpaks. And then you just casually hide a key in there. But yeah. So the card is not as good at ray tracing. Hardware Unbox, I'm gonna rip on them. The only ray tracing results they showed in that video. The video was exclusively about the 5090 and how it compares to everything else. They showed 6 games. One of them was Metro Exodus, which for some reason stopped working on all AMD cards with the ray trace, or actually full stop, let alone with the ray tracing, so they didn't count it in the 5-game average. All 5 other games, they ran under a DLSS quality mode, which basically means that it has 2/3 of the vertical resolution. So when they played at 1080p, they really played at 720p with DLSS upscaling, and at 1440p, they really played at 960p. And then they didn't test 4K. What they found was several games were CPU limited, even under 1080p, and sometimes even 4040p for ray tracing. I know, right? Like, there's something weird going on there. Not testing at 4K means that, like, oh, like, I can't see what's actually the difference between the cards. That being said, I don't think it's the worst. Oh my gosh, I jumped on that one for some reason. It's just a Hell Knight, it's not that bad. Yeah, how very, very odd. But yeah, the ray tracing results are like they average 15%. I don't know if that's accurate given the number of CPU limited examples. We're gonna punch our way out. Hang on. Wrong shotgun. Oh boy. Hi there. This is an ouchie floor. Sometimes it's lava, and sometimes it's just whatever. But yeah, under ray tracing, it's about 27%, which for some odd reason, given that they were getting 30% in rasterized, they said that that's a disappointing result. I would have expected more from the ray tracing, so I'm actually kind of surprised. But ultimately, the real reason why this card is amazing is it does certain FP16 and Int8 neural net scenarios at 70 to 80% the improvement. Control for power, it's probably closer to like 60, but yeah, it's fine. It's fine. And that's what the card is for. Plenty of grunts. Yeah, oh true, there are. Notice how I keep getting shotgun ammo all of a sudden. And then I can't seem to leave. Oh no, sorry. Leave that way. Oh, that's fun. Okay. Hold on, let's get some of that loose ammo that's just kind of chilling here. I was like, there was a bit of it. And potentially some more grunts who are going to constantly shotgun me from the back. That was the secret. Yeah, sure. Whoops. Secretly a cover-based shooter. Notice how many times I like, duck and cover. There you go. What is it? An obvious, I guess. Whoops. I guess I gotta go that way then. But yeah, so, okay, fake frame. Let's talk about it. So, the big selling point for the gamers is that this has DLSS 4. DLSS 4 is the network, the neural network, architecture the machine learned architecture of the model used for the upscaling and actually for really the whole suite of features, it's not necessarily just the frame generation. And that's important to note. The frame generation has to be applied, you know, the multi-frame generation can only work on things under a DLSS4 like library. So you gotta update your game to DLSS4. The nice thing is that there is no interface change for games. So you can easily slot in the DLSS4 model into games that were previously shipped with DLSS3. That seems to work. I'm actually not too sure as well if you can activate the subset of features from a game even from DLSS1. Maybe. Like, with all the information it uses, because they didn't use motion vectors in DLSS1, but I'm curious if that works. Maybe someone can test that out. Maybe I should test that out, actually, because I have a 4080. This loose straggler. So I'm pretty sure the exit is... Like, yeah, it was back at the start, and we just get the blue keycard. You ready? Oh my gosh, they didn't even have an enemy here. 8 minutes. That was a good time. That was a good, faster time. The Citadel. I enjoy this level. I actually do like this one a bit. But I like how Doom 2's levels are much more like... I get it. I see what they're trying to be. They're not like weird snaky corridors and a big like Mars base. It's like, no, this is a mansion. These are like streets. This is a courtyard. But yeah, so the big selling point, multi-frame gen. Basically, instead of one fake frame between your real frames, you get 3 fake frames if you turn that technology on. And you can actually control for it in the driver. So you can tell the game, hey, when you do multi-frame gen, only do 1 fake frame or 2 fake frames if you want to be like that, or 3. So does it work? The answer is kinda. But obviously, like other existing frame generation solutions, the fake frames do not, respond to player input between the fake frames. It's sort of like a bit of motion smoothing. Decently smart motion smoothing from what the reviews say, although my personal experience with the frame gen is text does not know how to be. It never gets text right, and I'm always very, very sensitive to that. Like, particularly, well, yeah, all text really, but in particular, like, even billboarded UI elements, I'm like, it shouldn't be warping, and I'm seeing the warped frames, it's every second frame, so I'm seeing constant flickering. Yeah, I can. It's just there's not enough training scenarios that sort of pick up on that, which is a bit unfortunate. All this, like, exit point of the building. Yeah, I think it's just partially the training data, partially what the game says as well, because all of this is and this is going to be weird when we eventually move on from DLSS, and it's just like, oh, like, upscaling works generally. We don't even need, like, this. It's like, we just know, it's too good. And we're going to find that the novel solutions offered by DLSS and all their integrations are going to be very fun for emulation, by the way. You know, in the same way we have DG Voodoo and it's like backporting, like features that have been dropped from newer graphics cards. It's like, oh boy, the person who has to like backport DLSS in like 20 years time is going to absolutely have a field day. I think, yeah, I generally find that they are inferior. There is still a silver lining where it's like, you can use neural net generation to effectively substitute in things that the game itself wouldn't say at that point in time, but it would lead you to a more satisfying image output. And the example I always use is hair and any kind of like sub-pixel detail. So usually hair is like, imagine every pixel, it's like, what does it hit? Okay, I will render that. And hair often will go between the pixels and will sometimes be missed, and you'll get basically dithering of hair, where sometimes the hair renders and sometimes it doesn't. I think usually people with enough hair, it's fine, but very fine hairs and particular hairs, you'll notice. Upscaling solutions will sometimes infer that there should be hair, and will actually generate the sub-pixel detail intentionally. Like it goes, oh, well, I know that there's going to be hair, but it's only even going to be on half the pixel anyway, so I'm going to half render the hair. And that actually leads to a more, that leads to a better looking solution for the hair, ironically. But I don't think those examples are there all the time, so it actually will depend. After you play, I have played Sauerbraten. I actually have played that one before. It's got the fun diegetic menus. I love that. I've already played Quake 1 and 2. Sauerbraten is one of the famously, I don't know if it's GPL, but like it is a flat out like free shooter. It's nice kind of just boomer shootery vibes. I'm not gonna 100% dedicate myself to first person shooters, although I have realized I've played through quite a few each year. I'm expecting I'm probably gonna play a lot of Doom in this block, basically, because it's like, okay, we're at the end of Doom 2, we're about to start the master levels for next stream, we're gonna spend like 4 weeks doing Final Doom, and then it's like, we're still gonna do, at least 3 other WODs, so that might be another like 5 weeks after that. There's still a fair bit of Doom left. I think this might take me until like April if I wanted to get through it, so we'll see how I go about the whole thing. Okay, I've got the Berserk. I keep hearing I'm triggering, so... Oh, hi there. Hold on, let's load, because I didn't... There you go. Still waiting on the Taz wanted. Some of the content is under non-free... Ah, okay. Because I was like, someone's going to make money from this somehow. That makes sense. Oh, hang on. I'm out here in the cold wilderness of the outside, and I didn't pick up any keycards from the inside. I do like this, walling off of, can't go back. Yeah, whichever ones were the free ones, that would have been what I also played. I was bouncing between a few of those, because I remember, when I was a teen, it was like, oh, you gotta get into first-person shooters, and I'd play this game, I'd play Quake Live, and then eventually I just committed to, actual shooters and stuff like that. And then got there in the end. Someone in my extended friend group was like, hey, do you know guys? Good old getting into it. Oh, what does this switch activate? I'm pretty sure. Oh, okay. So this goes into this room, which goes in both directions, and I didn't run out this doorway, but this just exits, so we should be able to... Yeah, I was like... Hold on, doubling up. I do want to play Unreal 1 at some point. Check that out, that's how you're meant to get over here. That's fun. I do want to play Unreal 1. I have a real strong spot for Unreal 1. Oh, exactly. Yeah, because the other shooter that I would have played at the time would have been Bad Company 2. And Bad Company 2 was great. And I really didn't like Battlefield 3 when it came out. I really didn't like it. Most of the Australian servers played Metro, and I'm not a Metro guy. I feel like it's sacrilege. Every time I like to tell my mates, I'm like, how do you hate Metro? I'm like, Bad Company 2 is great. I love destroying buildings. Bad Company 2 is the game to destroy buildings in. There is no other game that comes close to Bad Company 2. I think it's probably the 32-player aspect. It's the fact that it's not actually that large scale of a game. And that makes the buildings more important, because in Battlefield 3, when there is a building that collapses, it's actually not very important to the whole point of the map. But in Bad Company 2, every single building is, a scenario. And Battlefield 3 ran like that as well. Just insult to injury. I then was like, oh, maybe it's a DLC thing, maybe. And that was when I started getting very jaded about DLC as well. Because Bad Company 2 had the Vietnam DLC, which no one played in Australia, unfortunately. Or at least maybe I missed out on it. And then Battlefield 3 had Gun Game, which is not what I really enjoy about Battlefield. Oh, you know full well what's about to happen. Hold on, flashbang. Hang on, I've been here. Yeah, it's just the starting room. Battlefield 3 had some aspects. Yeah, it did have some things that were better. Oh, and IR flares on the jets being an unlockable worst thing in the world. Can I rip on that? Can I absolutely hate that? Yeah, Bad Company 2 had a lot of good ones. Heavy Metal's always my jam. I wonder if it's just like, you're just meant to like, yeah, eat it. Magnum rounds. Yeah. I played Battlefield 4 maybe a little bit, but I kind of felt it was just like 3 again. I didn't really warm up to it anymore. Oh, that's a fun teleport, isn't it? Okay, what am I doing up here? I need to go a bit... Ugh. That's just dirty. That's just cruel. In recent Steam sales, I bought 1, 4, 5, and Hardline. They do all go cheap. Also, rip Hardline. It's very misunderstood, and by misunderstood I mean I haven't played it. It's so misunderstood, even I don't know what's up about it. Luckily, you got body armor early. You can actually unlock Magnum rounds, occasionally taking body armor to throw off your enemies. Yeah, I think I got very phased out of the whole, like, unlocking things in the multiplayer. I get that, like, progression is kind of how these games, you know, drive the player base to keep playing, but it's like... It's quite a bunch where I was like, oh my gosh, like... Okay. I think I'm right at the end of the level now, and I'm like, I gotta figure out where to get these key cards. Where is that yellow one? Yeah, I should play those at some point then for the single player, yeah. Oh yeah, 3 also had a ridiculous number of QuickTime events. That doesn't open up. That doesn't open up. This switch opens both, which was where I was anyways, and that's that door that I always sort of ignore. Is there any kind of secret thing that's activated in here? There's gotta be a way to get up there, but... Alright, so... Let me try and break the level down. This was just to the window, it didn't actually go anywhere. This was just a wall. This, if I dropped down, had a... How do I get over to the other side? Hold on, I've completely forgotten my level design. Oh, no. Yeah, because I'm like, I've gone in there. There's an enemy wandering around, so maybe I haven't gone there recently, but... Let's remember the teleport. Okay, I thought the switch did something. So this put me in that corner, which would allow me to then not be able to go up there again for some reason. It's a shame there's no bad... Yeah, if you missed out on Bad Company 2, you just gotta source it, which is a shame. It's a real shame. Why is this ledge not coming back down? And I know that they've actually bug fixed some of the maps a little bit as part of this release. I know there were a couple of like soft lock spots. They've actually resolved those. I'm trying to make sure that there's not like a very, very hidden wall or something, because every time I keep bouncing down here, I've effectively just looped. This put me up here in this corner, but that's just to be on this platform. It doesn't actually resolve this ledge. Servers are down. Yeah, the servers are down. And yeah, there are custom server solutions. I've actually given it a go. I would like to host my own. That'd be fun. Have you noticed how very, very lost I am in this level all of a sudden? What are those buttons I hit? Did that activate back there and I just click very slow here? Hold on, okay. Seriously, that... The visual feedback, I'm trying to gauge the visual feedback on this one. Our arena shooters are you know, the appeal is great though. And it's kind of why they've come back, like in some way. Call of Duty went here and there, and it's doing its own thing, I guess. But like Doom as a franchise is definitely strong. The Doom Eternal trailer, yeah, I am a bit like skeptic. What is this button doing? Hold on, what do you hear? Is it just that platform? Oh. Oh. Dude, I'm gonna get the freaking Rise of the Triad freaking I'm free box because that's a doozy and a half, isn't it? Is that meant to keep going up? People want more mace and more zombie shenanigans. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I've been wandering around this level for a bunch, so I'm gonna freaking do my lazy again. Look up how to map. Not the courtyard. We're not getting very far in any of this. Oh wait, this is only the 4th level of the stream. I'm taking my sweet time on this one. Let's see. You need the blue key. Okay. 5 teleporters. You'll need to head through the fire. Oh, jeez. Okay. So that's my problem. Because I'm just... Yeah. That's right. We're going to cheat. Hold on. So I completely blanked on how I got to that one room with the 5 teleporters. Actually, yeah, that was through there. Dude, I swear, because that was a secret. This was a secret. This was a secret. I was like, am I even in the right place? But I guess I need to go over here anyways. Which, I mean, granted, it seems like a massive part of the map, so... Yeah, okay. There's enemies. That's how you know I'm in the right place, I guess. Or at least that little tiny room. No, this has to open up somehow, right? No? I saw here... Oh, hi. Hi there. Where'd you come from? Put some enemies out here. And now I have a map, which is very useful at 184 out of 190. Oh my gosh. Can you go any faster? But yeah, so, okay. So, DLSS. DLSS frame gen, the biggest... So, oh my gosh. They gave me no time to get through that. DLSS frame gen, the 4X, when it works fine, it's good. When it's, you know, weird dithering at 2 times, it's still weird dithering at 4 times. But it doesn't seem like it's particularly worse, other than the fact that, the, like, you know, when there's something wrong with the frame generation, there's more wrong. So as in, like, you're seeing 3 fake frames for every 1 frame. So if there's an artifacting on the real frame, sorry, on the fake frames, you're seeing that 3 times out of 4, which is like, oh my gosh, that was a secret right there as well. Okay, but at least we're getting somewhere. Okay, now I just need to do that again for the blue key. Fast pace. The fast pace is great, and that's something that a lot of, like, shooters sort of dropped for a while, which was very odd. It's because you need to be, like, snappy on the controller. So this will teleport me to the same place. This will teleport me to I've been here before. And this will teleport me to an actual new room, as in this corner. So I drop down. I basically just need to grab that blue key, and then we dodge, we get the heck out. What an odd level. Well, yeah, exactly. The single player dropped off in the same way that, like, the good game dropped off from Ubisoft's radar. Oh, I get to burn Ubisoft today. I'm sorry, Ubisoft, but... Halo is like... yeah, Halo's... Nah, Halo's a bit, like, kind of... You know, gotta scroll around. Like, imagine, you know, like... Imagine that, yeah, the point-and-click adventure games that use a D-pad. It's like that. Alright. 1, 2, 3. I didn't need the blue one, but sure. But like they could have made at least I got the triple 100%. Gotcha! It's a nice gotcha. Ooh. You think you're safe and there's a guy right behind you. Yeah, it's got some slower bits. I wouldn't exactly say it's the slowest game, but it's definitely... Oh, I love this meme, by the way. This level is pure meme right off the beginning, because we got Cyber Demon and Spider Mastermind. But you know what the Cyber Demon and Spider Mastermind hate? Each other. It's a level entirely designed around this happening right at the beginning. I played a little bit of Marathon, the original, and I very hard-locked my save, which is very upsetting. By the way, the strat that you need to do is you need to run across and hit this button. Because that's how you continue on. Then you can have these guys do whatever. I think probably the Spider Mastermind actually will have this. Oh snap, there's an Archvile. Nah, Archviles can't bring back the boss enemies. The boss enemies like full die. But I can bring back the Baron chilling here. Oh no, the Cyber Demon one. Yeah, you see what I mean? And they don't come back on partial health, they come back on the full shenanigans. Which is kind of annoying. Cyber. It's kind of annoying having the Cyber Demon, like, you know, ruining my day in the center of the map here, but sure. Let's see if we can get him. Whoops. Let's not swap weapons, shall we? There you go. He was pretty weakened already. I should really be holding Q and doing the... Is it Q? Forgot what the weapon switch was on that. There's no weapon wheel. I swear there was. There's this, which if you use your scroll wheel, you get that, which is kind of neat. I think that was in the Unity release, actually, and they've just re-implemented it here. Anyway, so fake frames. So the other problem with the fake frames is that, and Wendell of Level 1 Tech showed this off, and I think this is an interesting use case. He showed off a scenario in Cyberpunk with the ray tracing on that was getting 55 FPS at 4K with the ray tracing on and all that stuff. Use the frame generation, you can push it up to 200 FPS on, you know, asterisk. Now, imagine he's using a 4K monitor that only goes to 120 Hz. He'd want to be, you know, running the game at 120 Hz, the frame rate there. So, his, what he did was, oh, okay, well, if you put the frame limit on, what happens is that the game will always render 30 FPS. That's a bit weird. The game will always render 30, and then fake frame the other 90. But he knows that the card can do 55. This is a meme, by the way. You go in here and there's a little paint element in showing right there. Oh, okay. Yeah, it hasn't exactly clicked in my head. I am at 11 health. I've been a bit careless on this level right now. I'm sorry. Do we hide a secret in here as well? No. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll just need to save scum, maybe. Or maybe. The best part of the song. Gotta have a guitar solo, why not? I got an environmental suit. I'm gonna use the environmental suit, dang it. No. Okay, hold on. We'll do that again. But yeah, now obviously you can control the number of fake frames, so in theory, the better outcome would be to either, well, the best outcome probably is like, just use 100 and, oh my gosh, I did it again. Use either the 55 and just kind of frame gen up to 100 and say, hey, that's fine, or do 3 times and sort of frame limit at 40. But yeah, it's a weird scenario where it's like you can't do like 2.5. Which is an interesting one. 60 real frames, then 30. Well, okay, so it's fortunately, it doesn't really affect the real frames too much. So you're not dipping that much from the real frames. But certainly it's like, yeah, like there could be more, and this is the thing, is that there could be more graphics card available that's doing the raster, or you know, the raster performance. But there isn't. It's like, okay, well, they dedicated more to neural net crushing and AI stuff, which is great when you do use Stable Diffusion and all that other stuff. But ultimately, I think that's the take-home of this card, is that, one, it's $2,000. You shouldn't be buying it full stop for gaming. It will do gaming, but it's clearly not for gaming. The price is way beyond. Also, 32 gigs of VRAM. People love complaining about VRAM, and I get that, but also... this is the games are doing it wrong problem, I feel. This is not a the NVIDIA didn't give you enough VRAM. This is like memory, you know, at that bandwidth, at that capacity is kind of crazy. Like AMD opts for the low bandwidth option. That's why the new cards are still using GDDR6, and they never use the X ones. NVIDIA sort of pride themselves on the fast memory, and also you need that because it makes all your productivity use cases actually insanely fast. So they kind of force themselves into that because they know people have been buying that for way longer than the RTX cards. Back when they were quadros. Quadros were never used. The X-Men as well. I had health before I jumped in. I need to preserve a lot more. How about let's do it like that. Get him out of the way like that. Clear him out. And I can dive into the dark room. Really lost a lot of health still. There is no good outcome out of that. Alright, anyways, where the level continues. But yeah, the other take home as well is that, yeah, like, games could be using more of the graphics cards, I think, if the ray tracing, or even better, the, like, parts, if games could leverage the tensors if available, that'd be sick. Oops. I saved right there. That'd be sick. Yeah, the card is good in lots of things. The gaming is not its best gains, and I think we'll generally see that with probably more scenarios coming forward for even the new, you know, the other graphics card. We'll start to see a 5080 review before next week, and actually the cards will release before next week's stream as well, so we'll have that. But I think you probably shouldn't buy either of these cards. I'm preempting the 5080. People are going to be very disappointed that it's probably only going to be like a little bit better than the 4080, which is remarkable given that the 5090 is like double the performance of the 4080. I know like the 4090 is a thing, but like it's like, yeah, like the 4080 sometimes is like third on the chart, and it's half the performance. The 5090 is an insane beast, and I don't think any game developer should be even assuming that someone has that power available. But if they do, that's what Ultra Graphics is for. That's what you can leverage out of it, and I think that's why, yeah, that's the state of the gaming market, basically, is that people should be upset that the 5090 is as powerful as it is and that the cards are all stripped down. People should be upset that NVIDIA doesn't offer a 50-50, like a cheaper card, because a cheaper card that isn't like smushed in some way actually would be insane. I really like the 4060 if it didn't kind of cost a fair decent bit. Like the MSRP is a bit high, like, well, kind of. It's a bit high. Even in Australia, when the cards got down to like $400, I'm like, 400's good, but can we have a $250 option? Inflation is kind of crazy as well. Like the entry-level GPUs of your do start higher in general, but also I think not having a 50 card, that's good, because the 30-50 was a very weird one as well. And not having a 20-50 or a 40-50, I don't know. I would love to see one of those. So that would be my real take. Keep your eyes peeled for that 5070 Ti sometime next month. That'll be a neat card. These Revies are not having a fun time with this guy. Oh, they're getting stun locked off him. Hi there, again. Where are they coming from? They keep coming from places, so... I think a lot of people have accepted DLSS upscaling. And I think there's probably a lot more subtle features that NVIDIA has on these cards that also people in reviews aren't going to really pick up on because they sort of need the software support. But I'm curious if, like, we'll start to see more of that as well with the new Blackwell cards. I think some people are disappointed that there's no efficiency gains, but, like, look at reviews that, and this is the thing as well, yeah, look at reviews that control for power. Put the 4090 at 5090 power, it doesn't perform better than the 5090. Put the 5090 at 4090 power, it performs 20% better than the 4090. So, under both scenarios, it's better. Power for and voltage for frequency is not linear. People assume it even goes through 0, which isn't even correct.
You are at the corrupt heart of the city, surrounded by the corpses of your enemies. You see no way to destroy the creatures' entryway on this side, so you clench your teeth and plunge through it. There must be a way to close it on the other side. What do you care if you've got to go through hell to get to it?
Yeah, this is when we start getting the playgroundy levels. Also, I just want to add, they have a guy who's, well, he's hanging from his wrists, but they named the level Nirvana. Oh yeah, we're back to hell. This level is cheeky, by the way. I find this a very cheeky level. Yeah, yeah, we'll say the in-Euro cover, and not I guess, yeah. I was like, hold on, wait, yeah, Kurt Cobain wasn't gone at this point. It was 97. Yeah, we're safe. Okay, it's not in bad taste. Yeah, literally, it's just in utero. That's the cover. But that's good fun. That's but yeah, you get like these kind of maps that are a bit more mappy, I guess. Because we're back on hell. We can start throwing in the more abstract kinds of levels. Look at all these health packs I got lying around here. Yeah, I was like, hold on, one of them went through. Okay, one of these reveals enemies. And both of these reveal enemies, maybe. It's a weird ledge, but sure. Hi, okay. Ah. Very odd ledge. Okay. But yeah. Moral of the story is, don't buy these cards, unless you are a neural net guy, in which case you were gonna buy it anyways. Oh, well, it depends on how much you need. But like, if you really need like serious neural net stuff, yeah, no, you're gonna buy these cards, and you've probably already pre-ordered a bunch because they are 100% gonna be sold out anyways. And if you're a gamer, there's no point chasing that, and there's no point chasing it while it's scalped. So 5080 will be better, maybe, for the price for performance, but I'm also not expecting people will exactly enjoy its performance. Yeah, it's for a niche, but it's also like a niche that's larger than gaming at this point. Yeah, the niche doesn't need convincing, and that's a big thing, is that like some people are a bit miffed because it's like, oh, Nvidia has forgotten about gamers. Well, without a 50 card, kinda, but I don't think they've exactly forgotten about gamers. I think it's more that, like, gamers do not result in anywhere near as much market as that. And given that they can sell the same card, or a more aggressively massive card, then yeah, sure. It's game reviewers or hardware reviewers that sort of keep poking the fact that, like, these cards can game, which is true, and they clock very high. With real frame. Oh, I mean, people were very apprehensive about the original RTX cards. What is this switch doing? Because something is activating as I hit a switch. Both of these as well. This goes back. Did I just not go in the right one? Oh, this is fun. Oh boy. Okay. Hold on, yeah, wait a minute. Alright, telefract one of them. You ready? We're gonna do it. It's based on cone of vision as well, so all the enemies behind me don't get it. Gotta use a few BFG shots every now and then. Why not? Yeah, super niche. The power is insane. The fact that they managed to make it a 2-slot card for the Founders Edition is pretty neat. The fact that OC overclock models can somehow get 10% more is neat. The fact that they can somehow draw 780 watts is insanely terrifying. Because it's over that little tiny cable. That little tiny cable. So, good luck on that cable. I mean, there's been revisions, so I hope that's a lot better. This is a funky room, by the way, because it's just like, oh my gosh, projectiles. Yo, dog, I heard you like projectiles, so we put all these enemies that projectile at you, and we made the ceiling red for some reason. Okay, I think I'm safe to just bam. Oh, gosh. Jerk move there. That should clear out most of it. Ow, ow. Oh, no. It was a sad day for me. This is almost, well, it's not, I was gonna say this, but that's the meme. I always keep saying this is, Doom is, you know, a shmup in various senses. It's like, look at all these projectiles that you have to dodge and try and dance around. That's traditional shmup, just kind of, you know, physiology. And yeah, I'm pretty sure Tahoe Doom exists somewhere. Yeah. Alright, let's just hop down because we've got health or armor, protective suit. Catching strays is just like, ugh. So when I'm down in the muck, how do I get back out? Ah, I was like, there we go. Alright, so my goal is there's a red keycard over there. Doesn't look like I can even do anything around here. And the blue is on the far side, so actually I just need to wander around this structure, right? Yeah. Toho Doom, it's real! Yeah, I just need to wander around here. There we go. Look at all those bullets I can grab as well. But yeah. Reviewers and stuff do irk me in some ways because I don't think the card has been exactly represented the best, but I feel like is this a bit of fanboyism from my part? Oh, potentially. A bit of NVIDIA copium. AMD's gonna release that cheaper card in March, despite it being at retailers for some reason. But yeah, I don't know. It's a weird card because it's like, just, I don't know. We should look at $2,000 and go, no, it's not for me. Easy level. Tahoe Doom is played from the first person. Yeah, but you can't see projectiles from the top down. The Catacombs. Look at that good meme. Secret right off the bat. Oh, hi there. Is this gonna be... Did I have health a moment ago? No, I didn't. They could have, yeah. Oh, actually, no, sorry, I hate to start. Especially while I'm rocking no health. Oh, hi, okay. Did you like how simultaneously I bit the bullet on that one, and then also shot the floor? Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a bit of chaos. I'm gonna try my best. Oh gosh, I do not like how this map starts, I tell ya. Drop in the pit. Drop in the pit. Let's just ride it. Here we go. 2018 Tahoe Doom. Very nice. Very nice. Did it win a CAC award? The CAC award is the highest honor. If I can grab that berserk, that'd be nice. I'm pretty sure if I just like, yeah, there you go. Just gotta step it right. We're good. Okay. Doom modding, the fact that Doom modding still happens to this day, and I know that, like, you know, we're gonna play a 2024 Doom level at the end, but the fact that, like, all of these games, modding still happens, but particularly Doom's legacy of all the modding is very, very, like, incredible. How many more maps left? We're on map 21, and it ends at 32. No, we're on 22, it ends at 32, so 11 more. I was also kind of thinking I needed to put in like 2 or 3 maps from master levels. Maybe we'll do 2. I know the back 2 maps of this game, I'm quite sure. But I am taking my sweet time getting lost, which is not great. So, and I am rocking no health quite a lot of the time. I also like this north on the map, just in case you need it. It looks like there's only 2 ways to go, but one of them has a switch that I'd never hit. Yeah, that would help. Oh, that helped a little bit. Okay, so living on the edge. This is a living on the edge. Wait, so I grabbed the blue key. Where's the blue key go? Did I wander right past where the blue key goes, or... No, it's not up here. That's just a teleport. It puts me over here. There's no blue key spot. The end of the level's over there, because it's not a very big level. There's probably a secret in this wall. I was like, hold on. You know exactly how that's gonna be. That's not even a secret, that's just the level falls down from you. Very nice. Switch, open, eye thing. Right there. They love their chain gunners on this level, don't they? Don't they? So yeah. Other than that, there's not really anything too big I've got in the news. I mentioned politics last week, and I will urge to go. Well, sorry, I've not really got too many more thoughts. I think I didn't really think I even like said what I really wanted to say last week, but the main thing is more just, hey, whatever affects games in some way. Like, we're gonna have technology tariffs that are probably gonna kick in, hitting Australia, and that's probably expected, but the Z-Doom community top word is Hideous Destructor. Is that for this year? Go, nice secret. It drops to us, oh, there, I guess. And then we've just gotta, yeah, use the red key to leave, because that's most of the enemies, and yeah. Nice, shorter level. He's still stuck, okay. Ready? I was like... This is a nice little segue hallway as well. Whole time. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Barrels of Fun. This one is one of the classic levels because you look at this and you go, oh boy. So just get the heck out of Dodge. That's a prop barrel, that's not like the physical one. Next one, get the heck out of Dodge. Because all these enemies, like, I haven't fired a shot. And there's a, well, I guess there's only one enemy dead, but... Just see how fast you can, and then this one you gotta run back. And it's also playing Them Bones. Oh, sorry, it's the song for map 23. It's completely original. I like this map in theory, but it's like, oh boy, in practice, I'm just like, I just want to get out. I just want to leave. I just want to get out of here. There you go. Through to the other side. Get this guy's jerk. Bit of peace. No, we'll do it. We got there. We got there. And then you get this wonderfully large corridor with a Archie and two Revies. Okay, well, turns out you gotta kill him in this game. We're good. We got there. We got there. We got there. I hate this hallway though because it's just like the fireballs are just home it right in on you. But yeah. So yeah, no, they showed off the Doom Dark Ages gameplay. Part of it I'm a bit skeptic about. Like, I really... Yeah, I'm neither, like, crazy excited nor... I don't want to say it's going to be bad, because it's just like, it's like... dismal. You never know that game's going to be bad until you play it. But they got a lot of things where it's like, oh, it's a return to form. I'm like, return to form? I thought Doom 2016 was meant to be the return to form, because they thought Doom 3 wasn't a return to form. Which is quite odd. Freebie BFG, just in case. You know what this calls for. Oh my gosh, again. The level just kind of ends there, like if you really want to just call it there, you sort of can. But I'm pretty sure they let you just like walk out of this if you want. Did I just teleport the... Oh yeah, well actually no, sorry, I need the yellow keys, so never mind. There you go. So the whole point is that you get the BFG and now you can have the BFG fun. But like really it's just been a few hallways off the same, you know, or a few corridors off the same hallway. Like that's the fun part of this map. It's all filled with barrels. And I'm getting chain gunned by a guy right over there. Hi. There you go. Clear them out, clear them out. But yeah, no, this map is fun, iconic. Barrels of Fun is just like the most like just hilarious map title in the world. Playing Them Bones constantly is also good fun. Did I not trigger anyone here? Oh boy. Yeah, I was like, hold on, wait a minute. Gosh, I just lost like all of that out of that. There you go, just get Barrels of Fun. That's the BOF. That's the BOF. That's the acronym. Backpacks. Everywhere. Now you can tell where the secrets are. Hi there. Nice telefrag. But yeah, other than that, we only got like 20-something enemies to kill on this level. That's what I mean. There's some quicker levels near the back end of this game, so it's not too bad. Might be a little bad, but not too bad. Oh, it's the other side that had the... I think I have done an Earth and Bones FC. I'm very certain I have. Oh, I keep thinking it's this side as in this side. No, it's this side as in the end of the level. That's the exit I keep looking at and going, oh, why can I not get there? Because I'm silly. Alright, this whole area is done. This top ledge allows you to... Well, it doesn't, actually. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Where is this chain gunner hidden from, by the way? That's just annoying as. Alright, let's just go for him. There you go, that puts you on this ledge. And... okay. It's not too bad unless they teleport the Revy into here. Sorry, the Archie. I always get the names mixed up. Never mind, I was like, what are they doing to like spice up this part? Well, they give you a bajillion rockets, but you shouldn't be using the rockets here, should you? Unless they give you mega health as well. I mean, that's what it's for, I guess. Hold on, let me try and do that once more with style. There you go. Seriously, the Spider Mastermind is not at all that hard with the BFG. Just a bit of perseverance, a bit of trying out. You'll get there. Hey, 105. You know who's the last enemy. He's right there. Get him? Nope. Come on. Cop it. There you go. Easy. All kills, 6 minutes. And then we can just leave. Look at how they end this level, just to meme on you a bit. I love these dropping into the pit endings as well. Very nice. The Chasm. This one is a meme for very different reasons. I love the scale of this map, but oh boy, if you fall. Yeah, the Chasm is probably one of the most notorious ones for the speedrunners as well. Because like, look at this. Look at this. Look at what's going on here. Never mind. Oops. Now I'm dead. This is a very monkey ball level. You could just strafe run as well if you wanted to. Oh my gosh. I get there eventually. This is a very, like, just spam your quick saves kind of level. I'll get there. There we go. Okay, no, I'm on it. I'm on it. We're good. Thought I sailed right past that. Couple of dudes in here. Okay. But yeah, I didn't actually watch any of the rest of the Xbox developer stuff, and I think, I don't know, like, it's not, I don't know, it's because I don't own an Xbox. I'm not particularly connected to Microsoft's own first-party titles. Oh, they only had 5 games? Okay, what were the other ones? Because I don't actually know what they talked about. So Doom would have been there, and Doom's coming out in May? Ninja Gaiden 2, Black, Ninja Gaiden 4. My knowledge of Ninja Gaiden is very low, but I know I need to play them. I do know people cringe when you say it's got Souls-like combat. Doom Dark Ages, South of Midnight. Which one was that one? Oh. Who turned off the sun? So hi. I love this like effect around the outside. Is he like... There he is. Come on, get him out of here. I love when the switches are inverted. Oh, hi! Okay, a couple of enemies. Oops. Claire Obscura Expedition 33. I don't know my games by name, unfortunately, so all these, I mean, I know Doom and I know what Ninja Gaiden is, although I cannot tell you if like Ninja Gaiden 2 Black is I don't know. I'm so out of the loop. Oh no. I don't know, because that's not, I don't know, it's a me thing. It's just my age, because I don't follow gaming news anymore and I don't like watch all of these conferences. Am I out of the loop? Am I finally at that point? Is gaming exclusively for like teenagers? I don't know. What is this feeling? What is this like I guess description of like just being out of the loop? You feel like the game devs or the publishers aren't marketing. Claire Obscura is an RPG with a Persona 5 inspired combat system. I haven't played Persona 5, so I can't tell you what makes it inspired. I would have just said Pokemon. It's just like Pokemon, not as in because it's turn-based, but because it's got a monster capture mechanic. Western RPG aesthetic. Okay. No shotguns on this level because, as you can probably see, no sergeants, which means very hard to juggle shotguns everywhere. But yeah, no, I'm very out of the loop when it comes to like a lot of this stuff, and I don't know if it's because of, you know, maybe it's because I just don't own these consoles. I play a lot of my games on PC, and I generally, but I don't know, it's like, when are there any Microsoft games that also don't come to PC? It's like, well, I should be able to enjoy all of these. So no, I think it's just entirely on me. I think this is a description on me that I just haven't. Yeah, exactly, yeah. This is my my favorite part of this whole map. This part right here, and then you're on this little thin ledge, and you're aggroing all these cacos as you dance around. I think the floor is rising, so you eventually get like an actual platform to stand on. Maybe? Yeah, there you go. This has had him, because there were two of them. Maybe. Chill out near the hanging guy, and he warps you to a room with a bunch of lost souls, which is, again, good fun. Thanks, game. Choose your teleporter of choice. But yeah, no, Doom 2's levels get very fun and wacky. I like it. And they do play around with the enemies quite a bit. I do think that it's generally got some of the more, like, they know what makes a good Doom level. Like, sometimes they're mean, though. But generally, they know what makes a Doom level, I think, a bit more than what the first game kind of had, which is quite interesting, quite curious. So, I like you, Doom Gaikun. We are playing a wholesome video game where I destroy pink demons. Switch. Oh, they're just hiding out the back. Okay. There you go. Hiding in the back again. Alright, this is starting to get... Oh my gosh. I don't know why I took so much damage in one go then, but I've not been juggling my weapons very well, so that's on me. I just sort of stammered there. I was like, Also, I would just add, this is on the hard difficulty. Like, if I just wanted to show the maps, I'd be like, oh, I'll just play it on normal. Or whatever. Play on Hurt Me Plenty. But no, I'm committing. We're on Ultra Violence. We're getting through it. I didn't even play Doom on hard. Oh, sorry, Quake on hard, did I? No, I did play on hard, yeah. He's coming back over here. Ah. I love these real blue rooms as well. Like, I'm pretty sure these are all textures that weren't in Doom 1 as well, which is good fun. And I think I kind of like that, where it's like a mixture and match of the textures. That's fun, just on the way out. I mean, I've got plenty of rockets. All of that to grab the red key, which I've gotten, and I assume that other teleport. Oh my gosh, I keep just wandering back into it. Hold on. Where am I standing? Yeah, how odd. This just puts me, yeah, back. Oh, back up here. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of awkward because it's like the only weapons I've got is this chainsaw and rockets, and I don't think rockets like push you as well. So. And I like how it's actual, like, death here. Is this on the PlayStation version? Is this level on the PlayStation version? Maybe that leads to its infamy a bit more. But yeah, it's just like, you gotta just know that you're on the ledge. But yeah, there's probably a bit more to this level, but... Ah, fine. We'll show it. We'll show it. I was like, man, I'm ditching this level real quick if that's the case. I really want to know what's in here. Keep wandering right past it. Can't do anything. We'll do it live! Exactly. Like, you're probably looking at all this over here and wondering, ooh, what's this about? Invuln in the center. Lost souls. That's fun. Well, I can't run all the way. Ouch. Let's see. Just reactively. It is shaped like a cross. Upside down, even. They know what they were doing. I'm gonna be so struggling because it's just like lack of anything really. I'm just struggling on the ammo. Oh. I guess that's always an interesting thing, is that games like this, it's like, you know, ammo is certainly up to level designer's discretion. Barely find the fat. He's got too much fat. There you go. But yeah, so over this past week, I guess I haven't done the games I've been playing segment. Over this past week, I've mostly been playing a couple of games. So in particular, I've been playing through Gran Turismo 4 Spec 2. That's right, I'm playing Gran Turismo 4 again. This is the, what, third time since, like, third year in a row. I'm just like, time to play this multi-100-hour game. Actually, I seem to be getting better at it. I seem to just, like, absolutely nail the license test. What's this little hole in the center gonna be? Teleport? Yes. Very nice. Yeah, hopefully we get those tourist trophies. Very nice, yes. But yeah, Spec 2, for reference, is a ROM hack that tries to spice up Gran Turismo 4 a little bit. The driving model is a little bit different. I'm not too sure how much of that is the game and how much of that is the online like version, because this is based off the online version. Hi, oh, you know that? You know, it's a bit moot. It's a bit moot getting the invuln if you're just stuck in on a lift for a while. But yeah, other than that, it does a little bit of merging of some version exclusive stuff, which is nice. So, a couple of cars that are in the Korean version got ported into this one, which is nice. It's also got the... Still have no idea how to get in here. Guess we got this room. Maybe? Maybe not, okay. Maybe we just end the level. Biendeo does not know how to this level. It's got a lot of wacky ledges, I'll tell you that. It's not like there's a switch or anything that I can like visibly see from here. So, okay. Guess we'll just call it. Let me in! Exactly. It was the teleport next to the dead dude over here. This is a real level, by the way. They really did design the level like this. I got the Megasphere. I'm kind of set. Yeah, let's get the heck out before it's taking way too long. But yeah, I seem to nail the license test, so either the handling model seems to be really working for me, or I'm just that good. Blood falls. It's like waterfalls, but for blood. And it's very dark. And you fall. Get it? Blood falls. This is the worst level to be in. Oh, by the way, Revy. Oh, Archie, sorry. This is the worst level to be in without chain gun as well. It's just ugh. Ugh. Get through there. Just get through the mean parts. There's not a lot of enemies. I think this is actually a relatively short level as well. Right there. But yeah, the big two thing Spec 2 has, it also adds the Valencia track from Tourist Trophy, which is kind of fun to have that in the Gran Turismo 4 engine, which is kind of fun. Unfortunately, it didn't modify any of the career events that actually include it, but there's quite a lot of modifications to the career events, particularly some of the crustier ones, like having to do 2 24-hour races at Circuit de la Sarthe, down to 1. Most of the special conditions events are now limited to just 1 race for each difficulty instead of... It's not a wise move from my end. So there's less some things to do, but there's more of other things, and there's other cups that are added in. For example, I did one which is limited to cars with 4-cylinder engines at the beginning, which is quite fun to have. Seems that the Volkswagen Polo is like, or the Golf. Golf is just like way too good. I don't know. Maybe it always was. I just never realized. So lots of opportunities to use new cars that you've never really tried before in the game. That's good fun. And also the other big one is that you can enable a car randomizer. So your prizes for each event is completely randomized. So the moment you realize that Ice Arena on normal is the one that gives you the Minolta is good fun. I think also the Chamonix, the other snow circuit, also on normal, also gives me the R89C, which is just like some real, like, insanely good cars under fairly straightforward events, and all the special conditions events are only 1 race this time, so it's even easier than it used to be. I want to get that. Okay, I got it. Now what? Oh. Okay. Hi, that's not a teleporter. What? I was a bit curious, isn't it? I think this is a... Yeah, I was like, this is a door. Where's all the enemies at? It feels like they're just not here. Oh, now it works. Okay. We had 2 paths to actually... Yeah, hold on. Yeah, because this hilariously drops down exactly where it was, so... I guess we'll just go the other way now. Let's get this. Let's get him. What does the Megasphere? The Megasphere gives you 200 health and armor. So it's the blue armor and the Soul Sphere, the blue one, put together. Very nice, big full heal. You gotta love it. If you see it, just go for it. Grabbing health, grabbing shells. So yeah, but yeah, I will continue to tell you how good Gran Turismo 4 is and why everyone should play it. Oh, the other thing I don't really like, and I don't know if this is because of it's because of Spec 2 or it's because of the online version. It's missing a lot of the soundtrack. I just thought that's curious. It's a lot smaller. Still a decent size. Still got Panama, but you will notice it is smaller. There's a swoo dodge right there. Oh boy. Some news on the soft float PR. Ah, that one, yeah. The one for PCSX2, which adds in software-handled floating point clamping and all that stuff. Tested Stuntman can now be completed in the emulator. Very nice, because I think that one heavily relies on the replays, like, succeeding, and that requires the emulator to get the floats right. I think there's some quirky things in Gran Turismo 4 Spec 2 that, like, they disable the backgrounds on license tests and stuff. But the ghosts work. The ghosts seem to work fine, so no tweaking going on there. So, but yeah, no, that's good that he's got an update on that. Hopefully we'll see that out soonish. Let's see. Hi. Shot the ball. Get him out of here! There you go. Never want an Archie chilling around. It's a very dark level, isn't it? It's like bright sky, but it's still very dark. I do worry that something's about to come out of the center area. Can't put my finger on why. But just feel. Oh. Nice. I killed a couple of enemies, guys. The abandoned mines. We gotta have a mine level. Also, enemy placement. I feel like it's a cardinal sin to have enemies, like, target you at the beginning without you moving. Oh yeah, you gotta clear them out of the directional ways. You get some real, like, interesting rooms like this one. There's a bunch of Quake levels that do the exact same thing as well. It's so iconic, a little twisty stairway up. Or a hallway. There's actually more I haven't read. The message. Ah, it's from 4 days ago. Hi there. How you doing? Okay, well I'm gonna need a yellow key. Just running through blasting a lot of enemies on this one. Red key. Hit the switch. Back up. Okay, I can't open it. Oh, no, I can. New unknown news on the guitar grip on DS. I mean, you know me. I always say it's a hobby project. So you know, if people lay dormant 4 days, sometimes that can happen. Like, you know, I haven't touched my. I do address comments. I do always address comments. I do try to make a good deal to address like ticket comments and stuff like that. But yeah, if it's just like, it's my own like work and it's like, I gotta get to it, it's like, yeah, sometimes I'm a bit lazy and I'm playing too much Infinity Nikki. You know, so that's a segue. Another game I was playing. So yeah, Infinity Nikki had its second event update. The first one didn't really have a lot. It was like a few quests. Yeah, oh no, that's fine. Yeah. No shade. It's just yeah. I want there to be updates. When there's not, as well, we'll just wait. Oh, thanks, game. That's fun. That's a Baron as well. Just juke the Baron the old-fashioned way. Nice little secret. In case you... Oh my gosh. No, there's probably better places to fight these guys, and here isn't one of them. Yeah. It's interesting as well, because Doom 1 flat out just goes Skull Key for the back half of, like, every episode. But, Gals. Oh, sorry. Every time. I'm always terrible. I'm terrible with this. Alright, now we got the blue key. Now we're gonna go trundle up. Seems to be doing okay though, like real quick on time. Hi there. You could probably do a bit of aggro spam on those, but we'll just wander around. Someone's probably gonna aggro someone else over this. Yeah, exactly. Yoink. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ah, they were cruel. Sometimes they're just cruel. They don't add. Oh, there is a teleport. I just went the complete wrong way. Actually, hold on. Where did that teleporter put you at? Oh, at the bottom of everything. Okay, hold on. We could do some infighting. We can get it to work. Maybe. Oh, I was like, where did the Baron go? He's chilling back there. There's a Doom 64 level that ends in like this walkway section with like 4 or 5 Barons. Well, I'll play Doom 64 one day, but not part of this, because it's not part of this. I'm just going to leave him chilling there. Oh, can you infight? Can you somehow manage to hit him with that? Oh. I always love as well when the cacos are like at the top of your view. If you walk towards them, it pushes them down. I just wanted to walk up to him to demonstrate that. Alright, yellow fellow key right here. End of the level. I feel like I am missing like massive parts when I rush into levels like that, but I'm pretty certain that is kind of most of the level there. Monster Condo. Yeah, this one's an iconic one. Six levels to go, so. And then, yeah, I'll gauge the mass levels for Doom 2's situation. We'll see how I feel. Oh, there, or we just do a long one next week. Sitcom type name. The Monster Condo. Yeah, it's been a while since I've actually like watched a sitcom. I need a laugh track in my life. You never realize how annoying it is. Sorry, you always realize how annoying it is, but you never realize how much you need it. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, Infinity Nikki. This is weird for me because it's a game as a service game, so we are constantly getting updates and things like that. I was generally expecting, yeah, monthly, and yeah, they took a little bit at the big. Oh my gosh! By the way. Oh. They were taking a little bit. The first update that came out at the end of the month was a bit like, oh my gosh, it was a bit mild. This is cruel. This is cruel, by the way. I just want to hit him. There you go. That is why Archviles are annoying. But yeah, it was a little underwhelming. It was a bunch of quests that were mostly just like walking around the same town that you've been to before, and you know, there were no new dungeons or anything. I think there was a new little mini boss actually at the end of it, but no new dungeons. It had a platforming challenge. That was the gimmick, the gist. And then, yeah, a few, like, kind of face-off contests. But yeah, it was sort of just more of the same, which I think some people were probably disappointed. This new one, though, it has a new island, which is very nice. So, actual new place to explore, and all the jazz around that, which is nice. The new island has its own new form of, basically Mario Odyssey-style stars, or the regular game had those kinds of stars, but this has its own kind, and the little tiny little pickups. Hi! Oh my gosh. I always struggle to like find where you use... I mean, I think I gotta play it a bit more in the... Oh my gosh, by the way. I think I did like the game just as a base game. I did really like how it was. You can certainly get through basically the whole game without, like, even thinking about the gacha system. And it turns out, really, that, like, if you're exploring the game and, like, 100%ing in terms of, like, trying to grab as much as you can, you actually get given quite a lot of the currency to max out outfits to basically be able to get through the game. I think most of, where it wants to repeatedly get you for, paying for gacha rolls is, one, if you care about the costumes enough that you want to pay for them. Two, they have a store with a bunch of costumes that are only in the store, so I guess if you like something there, then sure. And then really all it's mostly trying to like push you towards is it has these like style-off contests, and those contests purely, like all your points are worth, or all your clothes are worth points. I love like this, by the way, like this like cheeky little arrow. It's like, what's going on here? If you don't have the X-ray, it's just like, what am I even looking at? Whoops. But yeah, those contests, like, they have a semi-annual, just kind of, well, not semi-annual, but like a regular kind of like, oh, this is the contest that you enter, and near the end of it, it's like they get very specific of like, you basically gotta have some costume that matches like these two themes, this extra like kind of vibe, and you didn't miss too much. We're on map 27. So we've still got a bit more to go. Still a bit more. And I'm talking about Infinity Nikki. Oh, that's fun. This is BFG time, isn't it? Ouch. Whoa. Whoa. That was a smooth dodge. I hope you like that one. Map 27. The main gameplay genres. So I'd probably say it's a collectathon. I know, right? It's like, oh, finally. Play it like a collectathon. You get to explore around a map and kind of Mario Odyssey your way through little like kind of Breath of the Wild shrine puzzles, but also there's puzzles out in the open world and all that stuff. But you just collect moons, basically. There are starlight stars or something, starbright stars. I don't know what. I'm missing something. Oh, hi there. Now I'm in a very identical room. Infinity Nikki. It's a Chinese free-to-play gacha game, but the gimmick is that the gacha is purely for a dress-up mechanic, and I actually generally find that like it's actually quite. Also, I like how it has a second map. Infinity Knickers. Well, it's sort of. You are collecting lots of clothes, so you will eventually have all the knickers. I gotta be very careful how I say that word. You know how it is. The British version, exactly. Why am I stuck in this room? I keep hitting the switch and then... I was like, hold on, is this damage directed? Yes. Don't put damage walls in places I'm not going to accidentally not trigger them. The fifth game in the series, not the weird shooter where you play as panties. It's not that one. Yeah, the other ones are on smartphones. I'm not thinking about it as if it were a franchise, because like Infinity Nikki is a game on its own. You play as Nikki. You go into fantasy land where there are people generally, and yeah, you're a stylist, which means you can do anything as long as you dress for the occasion. So you go around, you collect outfits, and you unlock abilities. most of those abilities are awfully contextual, or it does feel like it comes out of like another story that has happened. I mean, it puts you into a world that I don't think she's ever been in, but it's like she's in some kind of like, you know, Narnia, go into the wardrobe and suddenly like she's in a fantasy world like at the beginning, and that's all completely unexplained. Gotta watch out for all these fireballs. There it is. Girls might really dig it. Oh yeah, exactly. I'm not a girl, and I'm having a good time with it. I think it does transcend, you know, kind of the gender divide, because there's always a terrifying thing, which is like, you'll sometimes see people say that like, oh, gamers are like 50-50 men and women these days, or maybe it's like 60-40 or something like that. But it's like, if you remove Bejeweled, The Sims, Candy Crush, and Final Fantasy XIV for some reason, it becomes like 10%. It's still a very low amount of women in lots of games. Even games designed for women, sometimes it's like they still attract a male audience. And I never know exactly why that's the case, but it's like Stardew Valley as well. Yeah, Stardew Valley is a big women game. Yeah. And it's shocking, because it's like, I know like Barbie games and all that stuff are like, yeah, well, okay, you know, generally lots of women, well, sorry, it's not that lots of women play Barbie, it's that the majority audience for Barbie is women, but then not a lot of people buy those games, and it's sort of, you know, petered off a ton. You can't make a new Barbie game really these days. I think the Dreamhouse, Dollhouse Party, Dreamhouse? I think it's Dreamhouse. Yeah, but I mean, it makes sense. You know, it's Animal Crossing as well. Animal Crossing is also very, very heavily women, well, female lent compared to other, you know, game genres or game franchises. And, Total Player, yeah, they do like MMOs. Particularly Final Fantasy XIV. I want to say it's because Final Fantasy XIV has... Oh, hi! I want to stun lock him. Okay. We'll give that another go, because I've lost so much health and armor. Yeah, it's... I mean, I'm happy that, like, Infinity Nikki is achieving the success. Hopefully it's achieving the success. But yeah, I'm glad that, like, we've got another expansion of content, and I'm still going along the questline. I think I'm right near the end, but there's a boss fight, and the boss fight actually uses the new mechanic from the like episode of area stuff, so that's nice. Barbie as Princess and the Pauper was hard if you picked it on hard. I enjoy games that have a range of... Oops. Console. The Spirit World. I was like, did this dox me? No, it hasn't. Not yet. I unfortunately do not know very much about this level off the top of my head. It's sort of... I just sort of like blank out on this one. The Spirit World. True. She beat the game on hard. She knows how to beat Barbie on hard. Is that a lights on, lights off switch? Nice. So you've played... oh, I've beaten Infinity Nikki. I'm playing the new expansion content that they added in within the last week. And I'm nearly at the end of that. So, how much have I played in terms of hours? It probably was a 30-hour game for the main story. I then went around kind of collecting a bunch of stuff, and they sort of... It gets a bit annoying because the item collectathon, your main goal for the game is to get the what does she call it? There's a specific... it's a specific name. Wishful of Rose, or whatever. There's a special costume that she needs to get, because basically the plot of the game is that a bunch of people are being put into comas, and you find out very quickly it's because someone's selling fake wish bottles, and the fake wish bottles, when their wish comes true, they go into a coma. So Nikki's like investigating this. At the very, very end of the game, to fix the coma people, after resolving every other problem, to fix the coma people, you have to craft this outfit. This outfit costs a fair bit in terms of materials because it requires you to beat all of the dress-up bosses, and that's what sort of I was like, oh, is the game like forcing you into the gacha? I seem to be able to actually like get into. Oh my gosh! By the way, I seem to be able to actually like get into it in like a week and a bit. I seem to be able to beat them pretty easily, but they have multiple tiers of like how well you beat them. So you only have to do the basic stuff in order to actually, get the costume and canonically beat the game. And none of it as well. I'm pretty certain that like the post game doesn't care at all that you've even done this. No one cares if you've rescued people out of the coma or not. So far, so. But yeah, I am very far from actually like super duper beating any of those like dress up boss fights. But eventually, you'll get some costumes, and it seems that like the nice and generous, the new event has 3 costumes that they're like, hey, we're giving them out for free in the event. Just you can only get one of those each day, like on a different day we'll offer a different one, but the event goes on for way longer than 3 days. Is it 2 art trials, or I'll just touch on the same one twice? Gotta watch out for him. I love this wall, by the way. I love this like scenery. I was like, is it glowing, or is that's just me shooting? Fake wall, by the way. Gotta love it. But yeah, I'd probably say there's like another few hours of content in this update. Probably 8 to 10. There's a lot of things, a few extra little modes. The game's got it's got these tangram puzzles. I gotta do tangram puzzles now. I'm like, I want to say you can squish yourself in one of these, and it's like a cheeky secret. Actually, might be right here. Nope. There you go. I'm very certain this is actually where the level goes. Yeah, this is exactly where the level goes. Look at this kind of stuff. This is how you know you're right in the pits of hell. Also, yeah, that's a spider mastermind. Why not? I don't even think I can even do the infighting, so we'll just go the normal way. Oh, the floor hurts as well. I'm happy because the first time I saw it in the game conference... Oh, yeah. I saw it for the first time from a good old pro Jared mentioning it. And the one thing I am a little, like, I wish there was more of was I wish the abilities came into play more in the game. Oh, this would help. Because, just to spoilers describe, I guess, 3 of the abilities relate to crafting. These are all invulns, by the way. There's 2 more invulns. 3 of the materials are for basically crafting recipes and stuff like that. It's like, or getting materials. It's like, one does fishing, one does bug catching, one does scrubbing animals. Then one of them, very contextually, you can fix electrician holes and do a Bioshock puzzle to solve that. It so rarely comes up. I think it came up twice in the game. It's actually so incredibly rare, and I'm shocked that they don't even use it that much. One lets you glide a bit better, which is neat, but also you can already glide. Love these face textures in this room. Sit in the chair of thine dominion. Oh, that's fun. There we go. Oh my gosh, more invincibility. Can I get that that at the far end? I wonder how you get that. Also, I don't know why. There's a wall there. Okay. Considering I have a Dyson Sphere program running currently, it's nice to see that they're trying... Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I noted that and... Also, hi. I noted that in Marvel Rivals as, like, being, like, just remarkably standout games for, you know, like, I guess, coming from a market that typically hasn't appealed so strongly to the West, and suddenly it's like a boom, that, Black Myth Wukong, I have to, okay, there has to be a key card in here, right? There you go. No, that's what I just did. Hold on, wait. There you go. Oh, that's fun, by the way. All my homies love a good fake wall. I did my toes in the Space Rangers too. How was it? China's been doing good for... Yeah, true. I think it's because partially, like, there's the gacha market, which is, like... Not to say that, like, you know, it doesn't apply to us, because, like, Genshin does apply to a bunch of people, but I never got into Genshin, because I sort of went, like, oh, live service game. I'm still... Part of me is just like, you know, I'd love to be able to just play Nikki a bit more casually and not have to grind items as often, because I have the second, you know, incredible outfit, and the second incredible outfit is very expensive on a daily material, and I'm just bound to the daily material. Is that key just to do that? Okay, sure. On the disc of my gaming magazine of choice back in the day. DOS JRPG, DOS CRPG. Which one? Oh. Thanks for the follow, Mr. Demon424s. It's on Steam. Very nice. Let's see if we can clear out these dudes. I love how dramatic the music gets as well. Have I mentioned that the soundtrack of this game is even better than the first game? I like it. Yeah. So the one thing I wish out of a great Chinese game market is that I wish that Western games were competing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want the Western market to just like fall and suddenly it's all... I mean, more games is always good, but... I don't... yeah, you know what I mean. It's like Sword and Fairy. Oh, I think I've heard of that one actually, yes. There you go. Oh, all for health. Wait, all for health? Hold on, I picked up a red key. Red key goes in the red door, which was not in here. This room was entirely... More games that, yeah. 1995, the year after this game. Doom 2. Happy 30th. Alright, oh gosh, do I remember where the red key door was? Where was it? Was it up here through the fake wall? No, that was where I was. To retract that statement, or to maybe play AI slop? Wait, well, hold on, wait, which part am I retracting? More games is always good. Oh, wait. In fact, all the main games, mostly in Chinese. That's all, yeah, that happens quite a bunch where it's like sometimes it's just like, you know, they don't translate because if enough people buy them. More games. Oh, okay. No, sorry. I take that back. Yeah. More good games. How about that? Let's be selective. Only good games. I do miss the more rapid releases of the past, though. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like, man, we're waiting for so long until Ubisoft releases anything. I always keep singling out Ubisoft. And then they're going to release Assassin's Creed Shadows, which may be alright, but, like, is it going to be worth the wait? GTA 6. Yeah, proper curation. I don't want, like, flooding the game market with, like, you know, asset flips and other kinds of stuff like that. We're doing it again. We're right at the end of the level. I've hit all 7 secrets. I've got this red key card. I'm complete. Oh wait, hold on. Was it right at the end? It wasn't in here. I don't remember it being in there. No, this was all secrets. We're doing it again. More real frame. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, more real frames is always great. You know me on that one. It's like if we can, because okay, I've got a strat. I have a secret thing in NVIDIA. Here's a tip for free. If you want to reduce the input lag, and I do know you need to integrate this into games, so it's not a freebie feature, but allow the game to provide input ticks between the generated frames as well as the real frames. So just do it as a render loop where the game, instead of rendering a frame, does the generation, and change the motion vectors between the real frames based on, between the generated frames based on updates. I have down Doom 64 and it's complicated. My Doom franchise, Doom 64 is great, definitely worth the play. It was particularly the version on Steam is kind of the. I hear an enemy out over there. I don't know where he is. But yeah, it runs on the same engine as this, and the guy who makes it is an absolutely dedicated guy. Doom 64 was his original like litmus to making this big old engine, and then he got properly hired by Night Dive to basically productionize it for so many other games. So big props to him, as well as everyone else who's worked on it over the years as well, because it's not just him. Yeah, the actual game of Doom 64, I think, has some real strong levels. Okay, 100%. Like, the red key has to go in here, but like, where? We're doing it. We're tabbing out just to check the thing again. The spirit world. I have the red key. Open the red door K. Red door K. Where is it on this map? You didn't label the map. It's not labeled. Ah. Now I see you have one of those games on my wish list. Ooh, one of the input ticks and hold on. It's like, what part am I missing? I'm missing like this downward part at the end. Yeah. I'm struggling. I keep thinking it's like there's got to be a switch like right here, right? But no. Hold on. So. Enter the yellow door, grab the red key, immediately return to the room with the small lava lakes. This time go to the southwest corner, pass with the fake wall will be in the small room with the pillar in the center. Shoot the wall. It's not even the same wall. Ugh. Okay. Oh boy. Hi. Oh boy, hi. But yeah, if they can do the fake, if they can do motion vectors between the generated frames, that will lead to, hopefully, lower input lag, because effectively your input is actually being handled between fake frames, and hopefully maybe that could be part of the input data as well, where depending on the game your input data can influence where it then goes. Read your comments. Sorry. Now the same dev has another long-running Chinese RPG called Yuan Sword. I see I have one of them. I probably do, yeah. I have a lot of things on my wish list, but The Living End. I want to say I remember. As I complete my Doom franchise, I will wait until Doom the Dark Age will be more. Now is $100. I don't know how pricey that game is, but I do hope they don't. It's not too short, and it's good. I like this level. You may actually think the end of Quake 1 has a level just like this. If you expected the end level from Quake 1 to actually be like a proper level, this is what it's like. This is how it feels like to chew 5 gum. Let's see if we can clear out some of these dudes. We are 29. We've got 4 to go. I'm feeling we might not actually get around to any master levels because some of these levels are kind of long. I am going to commit to finishing master levels next stream. Or we do like a Wednesday kind of follow-up stream, that kind of stuff. Because I'm feeling like, this is kind of long, and I don't think the master levels actually will take tons long. The thing with master levels is that it's 21 levels. And I think typically for the Doom 1 streams, both streams had 18 levels. So 21's quite a fair bit. And this stream is only 15. But it is the longer levels as well. I would have thought the back end would have been shorter, but nah. I love fighting this. This just seems like good fun kind of angle here. I really love this texture of a go. I used to get like flipped out as a kid thinking I saw it. I'd be like, ooh, face. Lance Boyle ruined it for me. Mega Race on the 3DO now has a set claim on retro achievements. I gotta mention that one. More Lance Boyle in our lives. Too bad Mega Race 2 doesn't have a console release. We're gonna have to wait until DOS support. And then Mega Race 3 was released in 2001, so that's not happening anytime soon. Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna bail out of that. Yes, yes. Oh, it's worth the mention. Especially because I only played it like so long ago. It's not like... What was it, 2 games ago? 3 games ago? What are your thoughts about Doom 3 BFG? A lot of players don't consider it as Doom because it's not the Doom... I like Doom 3. I think it's a... Okay, this is a fun topic. I was thinking of it in my head. Lots of people on the internet, and this has happened too much now, where lots of people on the internet will rip on the newest thing and then adore the thing that came before it. So Doom 3 was actually kind of like... it was respected, but people did criticize it because it's like, well, it doesn't play like this at all. And some of that is because games from 2004 just weren't like this, and some of that is because they really didn't like Doom 3's more horror aspects. It's like Doom and Doom 1's horror aspects is just wall of spooky enemies teleport in. So Doom 3 got a bit of a rap at the time because people wanted, you know, like this, maybe. But when Doom 2016, well, first of all, when Rage came out, I think people sort of went, you know, maybe Doom 3 isn't as bad, which is strange. I actually have a soft spot for Rage, but one day. Perhaps I judge you. Yeah, there's a lot of that. Doom 2016 was well appreciated at the time, although I actually am not as big a fan of Doom 2016. And it's weird. I made a video yonks ago about the multiplayer beta they ran, and some of my criticisms were very reactionary. I was trying to find my footing, and you know, after getting a bit sort of jaded from let's playing and doing all that, and streaming seems to be my solution now. But 2016, I didn't have that luxury. Good internet and a bit of quiet piece of time. Then Harem, yeah, that's another one. But yeah, I sort of am a bit more critical of that game. Whereas I did like Doom 3 enough to play it on the channel in 2014, I think? I played it and Hexen at the same time. And I played the original version. I didn't play the BFG edition. The main reason, I don't like that the BFG edition, the flashlight is on the shoulder. He said Doom Dark Ages. I think that's good. To Doom, well, actually, it's a little interesting because it's like, well, you could have like a very slap-on multiplayer. I don't think I'd really mind too much. Because like Doom has always had co-op and deathmatch. It's always been a part of Doom. Like, there's specifically deathmatch starts on every map. It's like... Dang it. It's always locks me out of a little part of the room. So I find it's a little interesting that they're not doing a multiplayer, but... Yeah, no, that game relies on its single player, and the multiplayer was not, you know, for Doom 2016 was just, like, not on. It just... I didn't have a great time with it. And they also, they were using it as a cheap monetization method because they were charging you for all the extra demons you could play as. You could only play as one for free you'd have to pay for the rest. It's like, oh my gosh. So eventually they gave away that for free, and I do appreciate that. Doom Eternal, which I haven't played yet. It's rotting in my Steam library. Has the DLC. So I guess that's the sort of post-launch monetization. I assume we went through this era of microtransactions, battle passes, that kind of stuff. We're still in the era of battle passes, but some games are like traditional DLCs work the best. No matter what anyone tries, I think Doom may be one of those. And that's very fair, because that's kind of Doom's thing, is give us a single-player campaign. People like big single-player campaigns. Choose your path. You know, if you think about it, if every level takes 10 minutes, then playing 15 should have taken me 2.5 hours. So I am just taking my sweet time. And it means the next stream will take 3.5 hours. Follow our Peter Jackson extended edition. Anyway, back to Doom 3 BFG. So, okay, if you're referring to specifically the BFG edition, yeah, the BFG edition has one big change for some real bizarre reason. The biggest complaint people had with Doom 3 was they hated holding the flashlight. I think it works from a mechanical standpoint, having to swap away from the flashlight into a gun that you can only see from the muzzles. That is a thing carried over from Doom 1 and 2. That's always been a thing. It's just that Doom 1 and 2 didn't have a flashlight. It had, you know, just muzzle flashes and generally, you know, like see everything power-ups, that kind of stuff. This is a very funky ledge. Whoa. Ah, oh, come on. I was doing so well dodging all the Mancubus shots. This is going to be a bit tight up here. So close. Once more. Ah! Oh. We both died on that one. I don't know if I'd even want to take the hit. I think I actually do want to dodge it entirely. Yeah, so Doom 3 BFG replaced it with a button that always lets you use a flashlight over time, but it has a battery level, so it's like Half-Life. I don't like that change, because there's various parts, like there's one part in particular where you're escorting a guy through a like a very dimly lit room, and you are constantly getting attacked by enemies, but there's an object in the center of well, like as you follow along, that is lit up, and it keeps getting obstructed by other kinds of obstacles and things like that, so your light source is constantly changing on you. I found that section was very cool, and I am very saddened that the BFG edition, it doesn't feel the same, because that's the thing. That's just, they changed that. I don't know why. There's some small usability tweaks that I think are actually okay. I think the motion blur is kind of excessive, but you can turn that off. And then, yeah, the BFG edition has a fairly competent in-game Doom 1 and Doom 2 release in it, which is nice. So you can play this level and everything that I've actually played so far. Yeah, actually every single level I've played so far. Oh boy, love a level that ends like this. Oh boy, hi, see it? No, I'm not dealing with that. Listen, I gotta end this stream soon, man. I'm not fighting a cyber demon at the top. Oh, we're here! Sorry, map 30 is the end. Sorry, I forgot. We did map 31 and 32. We're here! Ah! Heck yeah! The timing actually worked. The timing was good. I completely forgot. I was like, oh, okay, go after 32. Okay. The Icon of Sin, the final level. It starts off with, you know, populating yourself with everything. Yes. So, for reference, that's backwards text for to defeat the game, you must... Sorry, to win the game, you must defeat me, John Romero. First of all, don't get telefragged. Don't get telefragged. Also, you like how the enemies are actually random. Here's your strat for beating this game, beating this level. So first of all, these enemies are going to spawn and there's nothing you can do about it. Hitting the switch at the back by wandering your way up the ledges will allow you to activate this platform. The spawned enemies, I think, are always the projectile ones as well. But you always want to keep a ledge in mind. Then you basically need to get to the center here. You need to hope for the best and stand in a weird spot. Oh my gosh, hi. Okay. You gotta hit your rockets in the right way through the center. You'll hear a sound if you've done it right. Hold on. I always like trying to get an extra hit. But yeah, use the rockets. Actually, can you use the this is quick save spam the level though. No, you can't even use this because I think you physically cannot see him. Like he's a bit of a weird. Hold on, like I'll show it in a moment. Oh, I did actually hit him there. Come on, one more. Okay, we'll just go back to hit this again. But yeah, you are going to take damage. Don't worry, you got your mega health. You've also got your mega sphere up the top. I think you got to hit him like 4 times. It's kind of awkward. It's a very weird and awkward end boss fight. I'm not going to lie. Like the Cyber Demon, the Spider Mastermind, they make sense. This, it's like, and he's constantly spawning crap on you. There you go. That's it. We did it! Woo! That's the end of the game. Obviously, because there's only one enemy to really kill, your percentage goes nuts. But that's the end of Doom 2. And there's no secrets as well. And we did it in part-time.
The horrendous visage of the biggest demon you've ever seen. It was a wall. Crumbles before you. After you pump your rockets into its exposed brain, the monster shrivels up and dies. Its thrashing limbs devastating untold miles of hell's surface. You've done it. The invasion is over. Earth is saved. Hell is a wreck. You wonder where bad folks will go when they die now. Wiping the sweat from your forehead, you begin the long trek back home. Rebuilding Earth ought to be a lot more fun than ruining it was.
And then you get a little enemy showcase along with the texture in the background. We have Zombie Man, Shotgun Guy, Heavy Weapons Dude, Imp, Demon, Lost Soul, I don't even use most of these names, Cacodemon, Hell Knight, the Baron of Hell. There weren't that many Barons in this game, actually. Arachnotron, Pain Elemental, everyone's favorite, the Revi, the Mancubus. The new enemies are great, though, in this game. I love them. Archvile. And then we've got our Spider Mastermind, and secretly the real boss, the Cyber Demon, and finally, our hero, who can also die. And then it just loops around. And that's Doom 2. There's one other thing I just wanted to show, and that is in the final level, if you ever choose to no-clip, you'll see that it's actually John Romero's head in the back. Like, it's like right in here. That's what you're hitting. You see this, like, weird little... Hold on. Like, this is kind of the ledge, and that's why it's awkward to shoot over. But, like, that's it. That's what triggers the ending. It's a John Romero face. You're not meant to see that, but it's kind of fun that that's there. So yeah, so that's Doom 2. I really like this game. I think it's a good romp, and I actually kind of like its level design a bit more, even if I have to quickly look up where I use a key or where I use a switch. And almost all 3 cases involved I had to shoot a wall, which was just like kind of fun, kind of awkward. But yeah, we've beaten Doom 2, so we've got an achievement there for reaching the end of Doom 2. On the next stream, I'm going to try my best. 21 levels from the master levels of Doom 2. In particular as well, originally players would choose which level to play from a special launcher. This edition just gives them a playthrough order, which actually makes this set a little easier because you don't pistol start everything. I think you can choose the pistol start, like you could, hold on, like I know we'll get into it, but it's like, I'm pretty sure you can, yeah, pistol start all levels if you wanted to really be purist. Let's do the achievements. Oh, okay. Let's run through the achievements. So first of all, 25 kills with your fist in a single level. That really requires the Berserk. And I'd probably say the best levels are the ones with the Pinky Demons. They're the easiest ones. Chainsaw kills, that just seems to be a global tracker. Finish off a Cyber Demon with the pistol, okay? Get 3 multi-kills with the shotgun. Kill 4 enemies in one shot with the super shotgun. Shoot 200 bullets consecutively with the chain gun. Oh, sorry. Sorry. You seriously have to be thinking, like, to actively do this. There's not many things to shoot that, like, need you to, like, hold down left click like this. I don't believe Archvars spawn, by the way, in this as well. We've definitely got Kakos, we've got... There you go, there it is. We've got Arachnotrons, Pain Elementals, Barons, Hell Knights. Don't even think Nakibai. Easy, Chiba. Easy. Easy, okay. Gib 3 or more enemies with a single rocket. Kill 5 enemies in 5 seconds with the plasma rifle. These should really just happen naturally. Kill only a single enemy with the BFG. Kill 2 enemies with a single barrel, which really should have happened and barrels are fun by now. Crush a corpse in a door. Finish a level with 200% armor and 200% health. Kill one of every enemy. Cause an enemy to kill another enemy. Complete a level on Nightmare. Complete a level 100% items. Complete any monster field level with 100% kills without getting hurt on ultraviolence or higher. That seemed to, yeah, there's some levels that are easy to trigger for that, so don't worry. Find a secret area, find a secret level, kill all monsters in any monster field level on Hurt Me Plenty or higher. That's just, okay, that's easy. Complete any monster field level with 100% kills, items, and secrets. Get 20 kills using the Berserk power-up in a single level. That basically ties in with that. That should be pretty easy with both. Complete 8 different levels sequentially under par time without dying on ultraviolence or higher. That will be an interesting one to toy around with. Spoilers. Spoilers. Reach the end of each of the ones. So these are specifically the 2024 Legacy of Rust. So nothing really too weird. I think the only other one that actually would really get you is Berserk if you don't use Berserk very much, and this one particularly for beating par time 8 in a row as well. I don't know which one would be the easiest. Maybe do an episode 1 run through if you're good at episode 1. But you do have to do it on ultraviolence, so. Anyways, yeah, I think we'll call it there, and we'll just binge a long session to get through the master levels next week. That'll be fun. So, anyways, thank you everyone so much for watching. If you enjoyed this or you didn't enjoy this, you can follow on Twitch. Stream 8:30 PM Australian Eastern Daylight every Monday. Only Mondays. Public holiday today, it didn't even stop me, so that's all fine. If you missed the VODs, 3-hour stream next week, don't worry. If you missed any part of this or you want to see a VOD, VODs are all on YouTube for the past, like, 17 years. Oh my gosh. So there's that. And yeah, you can follow on the Fediverse, m.biendeo.com, where you can see me ramble about the 59 and how reviewers are sometimes silly billies, so that's all good. But yeah, no, happy Chinese New Year if you're celebrating that, or if you're not celebrating that, you can still have a good time anyways, so that's all good. So anyways, have a good one, fellas. It's gonna be crazy hot in Sydney tomorrow, so if you're in Sydney, stay cool, stay chill. Happy Fed birthday. Yes, happy birthday, Fetty. All good stuff. And yeah, peace, people. See you next week.